there everyone, welcome to Alchemy. In this video we bring you the August forecast for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. If you'd like to know how this month's gonna go, carry on with us. So this is the spread we have for Cancer. Those of you who have the Sun, Moon, or the Rising sign in Cancer. If you have any doubts regarding your Rising sign or your Moon sign, I'm going to leave you here with a video that, even though it's in Portuguese, if you follow the video, it's pretty easy to understand what I'm doing. I'm showing you there how to make a natal chart online for free, alright? And how to immediately identify your Rising sign and your moon sign. All you need is your birth data, specifically the day, the time, and the place where you were born, where the time has to be precise to the minute, all right? Because that's what's going to give you exactly what sign was rising at horizon the moment you were born. If your city is not on the map, all right, for that website, just use the closest city to the place where you were born, because a couple of kilometers are not going to make a difference, okay? So, for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel and pressing the bell button to know when we have new videos around here. And if you like the video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, or to leave us a comment or a suggestion, or if you have any doubts, I'm more than happy to read them and to answer you, alright? So I always try to read every comment, so I'm more than happy to interact with you, okay? So without further ado, let's go into the spread for Cancer for this month of August. And we have the energy of the Hermit, alright? This is the energy for Cancer for this month. It's a beautiful energy, even though it's a little bit slow, but it's a wonderful energy. It comes with the 10 of Swords. So this combo, what tells me is that you have a month very turned to yourself, alright? Very dedicated to your self-discovery, to your self-mastery, to your I wouldn't say self-fulfillment, but it will go through there as well, because the more you learn about yourself, the more you perfect yourself, the more you dedicate to know yourself, the more fulfillment you will feel regarding yourself and your path and who you are. The 10 of Swords is here telling me that due to this introspection, to this perfectioning work that you're going to do with yourself, there's a lot of stuff that you're going to leave behind that has to end, and that has to stop having a part in your life. Stuff that you had in your mind, okay? Either projects or ideas that you figure out that are not the best ones for you, or any habits, any patterns that you were living by, and that will then be changed. There's a lot of stuff in your life that is going to come to an end, that you will rationally comprehend, that cannot carry on existing if you want to evolve in your life, okay? So this is an amazing spread for self-perfectioning this month. It's a month where you're going to need a lot of time for yourself, to focus on yourself, to meditate, to introspect, and to do a lot of soul searching, so that a better you can arise from this at the end of the month. So it's an amazing card for you to have. Then we have the challenge of the month, and I remember you that the challenge is not a difficulty, but is something that you should aspire to achieve, but it's going to be a little bit harder to get there than the energy of the month. That one will come to you straightforward. This one will require a little bit more work, and sometimes this one is, as is in this case, is like a compliment for the energy of the month. So you need to work a little bit on this for you to achieve fully the energy of the month, and this is the case with the High Priestess. That comes with the 5 of Swords. So the High Priestess is a figure of wisdom, of knowledge, also of secrets, and of subconscious energy. All right, this is what you have ingrained within you that comes from other lifetimes, that comes from your ancestors, sometimes also your fears, your traumas, your greatest wishes, and your darkest fears. All of this is within you, in that deep part of you, dark part of you, that most of us don't even dare to think about going even close. That's where the high priestess is. She has the pomegranate in her hand. That's the fruit of the underworld. All right, so that's where all the knowledge of the good and the bad and everything that is, was, and will ever be is. And so she has this fruit, she has this knowledge, she has the scroll in her hand, so somehow she has access to it. Through what? Through her intuition. Because you see here the horns of Hathor, alright? That's the illuminated bull from Egypt in her third eye. That talks a lot about intuition. You have here the owl and the moon talking about wisdom, intuition, subconscious, the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. You also have here water. She has water all the way up to her heart. So her mind, her consciousness is above all that and can deal with information, absorb and use that information, but a lot of herself is under the water. So you have here a lot of stuff that you only access once you dive, all right? Once you dive into yourself, and then you emerge as someone wiser, all right? Someone wiser, someone stronger, someone much more evolved, okay? But first, you need to take the plunge, and that's the key. The Five of Swords tells me that your mind is going to fight against this. Of course, something that is a habit, it's very hard to be lost. So your mind is going to fight tooth and nail so that you can't go as deep as you'd like to make all this, to have access to all this knowledge, to make all this introspective work and transform yourself into someone new, someone much better, much more open, much more unconditioned by a lot of beliefs and habits. So in here you have the energy, the mental energy that needs to be released is also the mental energy that's going to be sort of a blockage this month for your development, for your self-development. And here you have the show of your energy, how you can improve this energy to become someone fresh, someone new. All right, this is a life-changing month for Cancer, but your mind is in the way. So as long as you learn how to disconnect your mind, you're gonna do a wonderful job with yourself. So regarding your love life, we have here the Sun and the Four of Swords. So you have an amazing card here. It's one of the best ones that you can have drawn from the deck. The Sun here tells me that you are in a position where you shine, where you are well resolved with yourself, with your previous relationships, with whatever it is that has been going on in your life. Regarding your emotional life, regarding your love life, you feel good. You feel that you are at a point where you are healthy enough to start a new relationship, where you have something to give. All right, so if you are seeking for a new relationship, yes, of course, it's a great month for you to do so, and it's a great month for you to find someone as well. Also, the Four of Swords tells me that you are well rested, and also that whatever kind of relationship it is that you find this month, it's something and someone that's going to help you relax. It's going to help you rest. It's going to help you replenish your energies and feel much more healed. The word here for the Four of Swords is healing. It's something that's going to help you heal and help you replenish yourself to the max. Okay, so if you are seeking a relationship, go for it. It's an amazing month to do so, and it's a month to find an amazing relationship. Some relationship that is going to fill you to the brim with hope, and also with a sense of completeness and of calm. If you are already in a relationship, of course, this month is an amazing month, because this card, even though this card calls a little bit for you to retreat, okay, doesn't mean that you have to retreat it into yourself and forget about the world. Come on, you have the sun here. So I would say that with this, if you are in a relationship this month is going to allow you to have much more of a me time, and it's going to allow you to, even though you need to retreat a bit into yourself so that you can heal, you can find a place of peace, find a place of replenishment, a place of a refuge, to convalesce, to be able to rejuvenate yourself. Even though you need to retreat a little bit to rejuvenate yourself, you are still going to have enough energy and enough disposition to shine and in your relationship. So it's an amazing card for you to have. And this this month, for even if you are alone or if you are together with someone, it's an amazing month. Okay, so love life is helping you heal, and that's great. So then we have your money life, and again, a blessing. You have the star here. The star is a small blessing, nevertheless a blessing. So even it may be a small prize that you win at a lotto, it may be a small incentive that your company pays you, it may be a debt that someone was supposed to pay you like a gazillion years ago and finally they got the money to pay you. It's a little bit of money, it doesn't matter, but it's money that is coming to you, okay? It's a little bit of a blessing regarding your money. Either you get some tax return, or there's something that you were counting on being much more expensive than it was, and you have some money left available for you to use and for you to enjoy, okay? So this is a month where your money life is going to be protected, okay? It doesn't matter if you have a lot or if you have a little, you're gonna have enough and then some. The card that comes with it is the Two of Wands, that tells me that you need to make some choices regarding this money, okay? If you're thinking about investing, you need to decide where to invest. If you are going to use this money, you need to decide if you're going to use it, if you're going to save it. Nevertheless, whatever decision you make is the best one for you, with the star, of course. But you're going to need to make decisions regarding how to use this money, how to better allocate it to take the best profit out of it, okay? To see if you need to fix something or if you want to go on a vacation, you may need to make a decision here, but most likely you will have enough to do both, okay? So you just need to see how much money you're going to need to one thing so that you have enough for the other thing that you want as well. But with this Two of Wands, there is a choice to be made regarding this money, but nevertheless, it's a month where your money life is protected. So you have now your health, and here your health is a little bit concerning, nothing too much, but a little bit concerning because it comes with a warning for you not to be so rigid, okay? Why? The card of the Death, well, usually depicts a skeleton, so it makes all sense that this card talks about problems regarding your skeleton. Either osteoporosis or problems with your cartilages, problems with fragile bones, problems with arthritis, arthrosis, something like that, okay? Something that comes from an acquired rigidity through the years, okay? So usually once this card comes around in your health house, it's recommended for you to go swimming, because then you don't put any pressure on your joints, but you are still using them and making them more flexible by use, all right? So the idea is for you to learn again how to flow with life, okay? Also, because the card of Death usually has that big sight with her, with it, as the Grim Reaper brings the sight with it. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. If it's not, I'm sorry, but you know what I'm talking about. That big blade. This card favors surgeries. So if you are having any surgery to be done this month, it's gonna go great. If you need to go through any surgical procedure to get rid of any situation, say you have an arthrosis that needs to undergo surgery, say you have any condition that needs for a surgical intervention, it's gonna go smoothly and it's going to be the resolution for this problem, okay? Because the card of death favors surgeries, because it's a way when you cut the problem and you leave space for something new, for health, for new health to emerge. Then you have the Four of Coins, and that's the warning for you not to be as rigid as you usually are. And because it's a Four of Coins, so it talks actually about your body and about the way you work with the environment around you. Try not to be so rigid. And regarding your financial life, for your health, if you have the possibility of going for a treatment that you feel that's going to be better for you, even though it's a little bit more expensive, don't cling on to the money so much, okay? Go for something that is better for you. Go learn how to be flexible, learn how to flow with life, because otherwise if you keep this energy trapped, if you keep the money energy trapped, and because of that you don't get as a care as good as you could get, you probably pay for it later on. So it's a good way for you to learn how to be more flexible, would be to learn how to use the money for your own profit and for your own self-care, okay? This energy needs to flow, so don't cling to it too hard, okay? So that's the warning that we have here regarding your health. Then we have the Work card, and here we have the Temperance with the King of Swords. What does this tell me? The Temperance is a card of balance. So either you are giving too much of yourself to your work or not enough, or you are giving too much of yourself to your family or to your side project, whatever, and you're not giving enough attention to everything else. So the Temperance is a card that talks about balance, about being able to balance everything. It's a card that talks about equilibrium. It also may be the case that in your work, you may be overexerting yourself, okay? You're carrying a load bigger than what you should. So you need to balance stuff again. You need to look at your life, and you already know what's askew. You already know what's imbalanced. You already know where the problem is. You just need to act on it. You may need to ask for advice on how to do it, okay? Or talk to your boss, or talk to someone who may give you a hand, a counselor or something. Or it may be the case that you need to exert some of your rights so that everything is balanced once again. If you are seeking for a job, I would say that you'll be able to find it, not now at the beginning of the month, maybe after someone, an older man, especially an older person with a manly energy, an energy of command, an energy of sharp mind, gives you some advice on either on where to deliver your resume or on how to better present yourself, okay? But I believe that you'll be able to find a job that's well adjusted to yourself. But first you need to see exactly what you want, how you want it, what commitment have you been putting into it, okay? So you have to see that this temperance is honored, okay? If you are expecting to see if your contract will be renovated, or if you are already working in a company with a steady contract, you're going to stay there, all right? And most likely you are either going to be put in charge of something, or you're going to ascend for something better. You're going to ascend in your functions, because the card of the King of Swords is a card of one being a master and being recognized as such. So you may either get a good word from your boss, or you may be turned into someone responsible for a project, for a team, for a department. Okay, so pay attention to what is going on, and make sure that you balance your work life with all the other aspects of your life. Otherwise, if you give yourself too much to your work, everything else is on the line. Okay, then we have your spiritual card. And regarding your spiritual world right now, you have the Strength and the Nine of Wands. So this month, what you're going to feel is that you are under duress. What does this mean? The card of the Strength is an amazing card because it represents you being aware, being conscious, and you being with your mind able to overpower the part that is just instinct, just pure animal survival instinct. Okay, so your mind rises above that energy and is able to look at the big picture, to strategize, and then to have the willpower and the strength to carry on the tasks that need to be done, instead of just acting on impulse and just reacting to whatever conditions it is that you have around you. Okay, so this is a card of mind over matter. It's a card of triumph, it's a card of willpower, it's a card of inner strength. And this comes in your spiritual life. So it means that right now your spiritual life is your point of strength and is where you get some strength from, and also how you strengthen yourself. But this comes with the Nine of Wands. So this tells me that you are at your last hurrah. Maybe you have been developing some sort of spiritual work. Either you've been praying for a long time for something, or you've been doing some affirmations, or you've been doing a vision board, or you've been practicing something once and again, and it feels like it doesn't have gone too far, that the progress is not that much. But in the end, if you still commit yourself, and if you go for the last reservations of your last reserves of energy, your last reserves of belief, you are going to see rewards to what you are looking for. Say you are doing the 21 days synchronization for Reiki, and you are already feeling demotivated because you don't feel any big changes in your life. If you see it through, you are going to gradually see the changes, all right? That you need discipline, you need willpower. Say you've been doing affirmations for a while. Maybe those affirmations need to be tweaked a little bit. But if you have discipline, if you discipline your mind, if you have willpower to focus exactly on what you want, and specifically that, instead of just letting your mind jump around whenever you are doing those affirmations, you're going to see rewards soon. These are just examples on how your spiritual life may be in a place where you need to persevere a little bit more, but this is your point of strength, and it needs right now some perseverance. Then let's see what we have for you as advice from the Ascended Masters and from the Isis Oracle. Once again, if you've liked this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, or to leave us a comment, a suggestion, a question in the comment box. That's your home here at this channel, and I'm more than happy to read what you post there and to answer you if that's the case. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to press the bell button to know when there are new videos coming around at the channel. And if you feel like this video would be helpful for someone else, don't be afraid to share it. The other person may enjoy it, may get some haha moment, and you are going to help the channel that you love grow a little bit more. So let's see what the Ascended Masters have to tell you, and they come with the card of Apollo. That's the Greek god for the sun. It's an amazing card. Very, very powerful. He is the twin brother of the goddess Artemis, sorry for the pronunciation. She is the virgin huntress, okay, and he is Apollo is a god that has a lot of capacities. He was also associated not only with shooting bow and arrow, but also with music and poetry, okay, with art. Supposedly, Hermes, the messenger of the gods, learned with him the art of music. And so we have here Apollo as a powerful deity that can bring out the sunshine in your life, literally and figuratively. Renowned for his physical strength, Apollo can also act as a personal trainer to motivate your exercise program. He can also help you gain emotional and intellectual strength. So you have this connected all together just with this small card. And he says as follows: this card reminds you to focus upon your strengths and not upon any perceived weaknesses. Your strengths could include your loving heart, pure intentions, people skills, hobbies, or something that you excel in. Even if your talents still need polishing, these are strengths and assets. The more you bless and appreciate your strengths, the stronger it'll grow. If you focus upon some so-called weaknesses, they will grow. This card comes to you as a reminder of the importance of viewing yourself with compassion and love. Anytime you find yourself thinking or feeling poorly about yourself, focus upon your strengths instead. Additional meanings for this card may be: use daily positive affirmations to lift your energy and faith, speak of yourself in positive terms, begin an exercise program to build and tone your muscles. This is a message of love or healing about a brother or a brotherly figure. So, an amazing card coming from the Ascended Masters for you to give you a little bit more sunshine. Then we have the Isis Oracle, okay, right here, with the card of the Serpent of Fire. Amazing card and a very powerful one, as you're going to see. Serpent of Fire talks about the priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood and queen of the Serpent of Fire, guides you through transformation now as your energy fields grow stronger and old energies are burned away in the process of your growth. Trust that you are growing and are more capable than you have been previously. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have ever been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis will help you now. The serpent headpiece of Isis represents the inner fire serpent, or Kundalini, as it rises in accordance with spiritual growth and empowerment. This happens when the time is right and we are ready. It is important to realize that your inner energy and power is growing now. You will need to get used to new levels of strength. This means that you will need to adjust your sense of your own abilities to meet your new levels of energetic empowerment. You will need to realize you are capable of more than you previously were, and also you may need to temper your behavior to take into account the greater power and effect of your words, thoughts, and actions. When you grow stronger, your words, thoughts, actions, and intentions gather potency, more so than before. Your responsibility for what you put out into the world grows too. In the same way that a drop of water causes less movement than a tsunami, your emotions and words will have a bigger effect because the energy behind them, your Serpent of Fire, is awakening. Isis can help you manage this process so that what you put out into the world comes from a place of wisdom and love, service and compassion, healing and awareness. One of the first lessons this card offers you is the recognition of your power. It is perilous to underestimate your spiritual power, as you can unintentionally create harm by not realizing that your actions and words have an effect on the world around you, and the effect of those actions and words comes back to you multiplied as karmic return. Serpent Fire calls you to become aware of your power by having an open and curious awareness and noticing with attachment and clear perception the signs of confirmation that you do have an effect upon your surroundings. You can then manage your power with greater wisdom. The second lesson of the Oracle of the Serpent of Fire is to trust in the process of the inner fire and what is being burned away. Just as a serpent sheds a skin to reveal itself in you, there are changes happening inside of you, and some old identities, beliefs about yourself and others, old habits, or patterns of behavior that will not survive the growth into the new expression of you. Whilst you will likely be happy to let these go, there can be uncertainty and the sense of not knowing who you are anymore as you transition between the old and new expressions of yourself. This is a sign that you are growing in a profound way, and rather than something to be avoided, it can be embraced as confirmation of this growth. Lady Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood, understands that in the growth of spiritual power, old forms are burned away to allow for new life to emerge. It is safe to trust that any endings or discomfort as the familiar begins to make way for the unfamiliar in your life now are signs of your growth and are to be celebrated. So, an amazing card here talking a lot about self-perfectioning and about what needs to be let go for something new to be born, that you find here at the Hermit, you find here with Death, and you find here the High Priestess to help you come in contact with all of that, as well as with the card of the Strength that gives you the willpower to go forward with this. So you have here an amazing month and an amazing work to do. I hope that you've liked this spread and that you liked the video, and I hope to see you again in our next one. See you soon!